we recovered business. We were able to expand the business. Like opportunities are there, and we're like, yeah. And we never felt maybe like as comfortable sharing like our thoughts as like, again, it took us like 4 years to get to that decision where like, we're doing it. Does it, like, we don't care. Like, if we have one person like seeing the video, amazing, like so awesome, like so great. Like the message is the filter for the audience, right? If we're talking in marketing like terms, but at the end of the day, it's like that person is going to be attracted to you, and how can I impact that person's life, right? So yeah, to me, I'll define it as the screw up. The screw up moment. Screw it. Yeah. Screw
I like it. Yeah. Amber, I'm curious now that, let's say you've been actually doing your podcast for a while now. I think it's over 100 episodes, 120, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm extremely curious to see what has been your change, right? That you have perceived in yourself from episode 1 to episode 127-ish, I think it is.
Yeah. So, anybody who's done any content at all can go back and listen to their first episode, and they're like, Jesus Christ, like that was awful. Right. So, and it was awful. And it was also where I was at the time. And I think and especially right now, I'm in the middle of publishing a book, and to get my content, like I was sitting here like, I don't want to write this. We've already determined I don't want to write any more than I already do for my law firm. And so I'm like, how do I write my book? And then like, I have 127 podcast episodes. Like my book is written. It just doesn't have words on pages. Right. So I'm going back through using, the Zeotag stuff that was referenced through Podmax, and actually transcribing and creating the book that I want to create. So I'm listening to all of those now, and it's just this fantastic experience to be able to recognize growth, because so many times we don't take the time to realize where we came from. And then we're like, man, I'm awful on camera. Like I didn't say this and I didn't say that, and I meant to say this. And then you go back to your first episode and you're like, but I don't sound like that anymore. So I must be doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We come from soccer, I'm wearing a soccer jersey like right now, and you start practicing and you can't even, shoot a soccer ball. FONZI still can't. But after a few years of, practicing, you get really good at it, and then you can put that ball wherever you can. And we started seeing content as that, like this is our training ground, right? Like this is every day, put in the time. And the amazing thing is like we're counting the benefits of having a platform. You probably have seen it too, not only the relationships but audience building, just the fact of trying to put your thoughts into words that I seem to have an issue every single episode. It's okay, we're getting better, right? And there's like so many pluses, right? Just putting in the work every day in, day out. It's just like, let's see what happens. Let's put it out there and see what happens, right? And through that journey, helping a ton of people. And I think that has been one of the like big benefits that we've seen also on our end.
Yeah. And I love what you said, able to recognize growth, because, this morning with our team, every morning with our team, we do like a gratitude segment where we start the day literally saying what we're grateful for. And today, the topic of celebrating the little wins came up, right? And I think this ties very good to the external that we were talking at the very beginning, because we're so focused on the big goal all the time that we forget all these little, steps that we take, that we are constantly growing, and we forget to celebrate those and live from a place of gratitude, right? And I know now that I'm reading Becoming Superhuman that there's a thing called heart coherence, which your thoughts in your brain and what you're feeling in your heart actually matches your energy, right? And for me, that was like, wow, now I understand why sometimes I feel like I feel like pressure inside of me, and those are the days that I'm not working well, is because I'm misaligned.